Welcome back as always. Let's go ahead and start seeing what's going on here. They attack with some ghouls. How did Satis even get a pack of ghouls way down there? The mysteries of life. No magic sites. Battle in Troll Lands. They picked up another. Man, I wish I would have seen him. I probably should have been checking the mercenaries. It's never a bad idea. I would really have liked to have picked up this Earth Mage and got some boots and stuff out. He did kill some of my ohms, though. That I held is just good. Yeah, good. I can paralyze these guys. We're going to just turbo through this. It's mostly going to be my PD. That's what he's doing. These sliffs got back here. And then I'm going to just turn around and start mind blasting most of these, although he's doing his horde of, no, he's just doing ray skeletons, excuse me. That is that. Not happy to be losing the guys, but, cool. Another temple gone. Another one of their things. Fortress of Nirn. We captured the fortress. Lost another Earth Reader. Not great. We're going to watch this. Not a huge force here, actually. There's darkness. Now, basically, this is when your troops become good. Unfortunately, you cannot access it nationally unless you happen to get a 10% death random guy. Use your pretender, do some empowerment. You just got to do some crazy things to be able to get to do this. It may not be a bad idea with my pretender to have jumped to construction 6. Pick up skull faces with a skull staff, and then I can boost up the ones that I pick up that happen to have the 2 death and up them to 4. But his units here, look at these. Their basic's 11, but the darkness is giving them -6. My guy's 100% dark vision. This guy, -6, no defense skill at all. Darkness is a very good tool if you happen to have any units that have dark vision, even like a 50% like a Yomi does. And this fight's just all but over. I never did move him away. He might die. Yeah, he's probably the one that died. Oh well, that's once again just my bad scripting stuff. Boy, they're trying to just clog this up with units here, though, aren't they? Not working out so well. Okay, we saw more than enough. You gotta see the recent darkness is so very, very good. What items did I find? A vine bow. Not really that good. I've got a bunch of indie commanders. I'll hand it to one of him, though. Another barbarian attack. Where's this one at? Okay, I've got troops just already sitting down here, so I'm not too worried about that one. We're actually going to bounce back over here and try to stop these barbarians. It stinks that they're still going to kill a large portion of my population, but I stopped them from just forcing me to go back and grab these provinces again. I don't think that this is going to be able to do much. If I was not protecting versus the barbarians here, I would actually be marching up here to take that little province out. Instead, I'm just going to be going for their other throne. I'm just going to sit their capital. They can't knock me off. I don't think Satis has anything on this side of the mountain. We will find out, though. I believe these are the last 3 provinces, though. Oh, an assassination attempt. I guess I probably should have finished these. What kind of... Just a regular assassin. Let's just go ahead and... This might be a mercenary as well from Lanka. I'm just not sure. I've got liquid body up, though, so... You know, I get all my resistances, and it's very hard to wound me. And Frozen Heart spam. Done. Sanguine Dowsing Rod. Again, I wish I could trade. Lanka has been breached. Very good. I might actually have to hold here for a minute and build up some troops. I don't think that I have... I mean, I've got enough to storm this fort, I'm fairly certain of. But I'm not sure that I have the ability to carry on afterwards. I just really have lost many of my troops here. You know what, we're going to go ahead and storm the castle. I'm pretty sure I can win this. I am thinking, since my treasury is still looking good, I'll probably just start recruiting some Pell ones here. Use this force to come along here to this point, and that should leave Lanka with like 3 to 5 provinces left. I've got enough. Sanguine Dowsing Rod only helps me blood hunt. I mean, at this rate, I might actually end up empowering blood on somebody. I'm not quite sure what the hell I'm going to do with it. But those are the way it goes. Let's check out my gem income, since I've been taking a lot of lands from other people. Nature 4. Very good. No new earth, no new death, which is what I really need, and fire. I did not get... I picked up an air gem somewhere along the way. Oh, I just got here. Okay, I'll be getting actually 3 a turn now. Not terribly useful. Need to hand off 4 of these earth, or 4 of these death, and 2 of these earth. Oh, and good, he's got a lab here, so I can restock. Let's go like 20 and 10. Those darknesses eat up your death gems pretty quickly. And then I need Obsidian Eye to grab the death. Oh. Duh, I've got a lab here. And 2 souls is my Earthcaster, I believe. Why do I have 2 sets of guys? Okay. You need to go back to that, and actually you survived somehow. You are going to be doing my Marble Warriors. If I can, I'd like to get a Strength of Giants on any of these guys possible. Actually, I do not need the Earth Power. That's the way I do it. That's why I've got these bigger guys casting. Actually, I've got my Death Mage here. I need to actually script him. He's going to be taking over that duty. Swear I'm blind sometimes. You know, we're gonna actually control for that, because that is the better looking. And I'll have this guy back to... Yeah, my Earth Elementals already have 9 protection. Of course I'm upping it some by changing that, but I really am not as worried about that, actually, as I am getting these guys up to a good survivable number. Again, this is less about being anal and more about making sure my troops are in the correct spots. It's easier when I don't have a whole bunch of little guys. I can just click and look and see. You know, everybody looks to be about in the right spot except for these mine blasters right here, which would be this group right here. I tried, I think it's Joannis or whatever his name is, his balance mod. I don't like a lot of the changes actually within it. Yomi's troops suck. They suck badly, and I think he puts a recruitment limit on your mine blasters of like 4 or 5 a turn, and they just don't have the troops to carry through a game otherwise without these. It's even harder when you end up with a map with a single cave province or none. You can still do all of your cave stuff in your capital. I don't know how they've managed that, but I've tried it before. Done smaller maps with no caves, and it works out just fine. I want to get a... temple here. As I've already got the lab here, I'm not going to lab this up as well. Not really much of a point. I might start trying to site search out some nature, although I think most of the nature I have gotten will have probably been... No, not from Satis. Apparently they didn't site search anything. I hope I don't get diseased here, but it's a possibility. Alright. That's, No, that's not it. Oh, right, another 2-death caster. Boom, we're going to roll these guys out right now. This is actually going to turn into a longer turn as well, because I'm going to stop and talk about these guys right here. Now, I said that I would not be going with a bless, and I'm not going to claim to have tried this, but your guys deal very little damage with these subpar skills here. Even though they've got the high strength, they just don't hit a lot. They are huge sacks of hit points, though. If you wanted to go like a Nature 9 Bless with this nation, you would probably be skipping the evocation, not using these as your go-to guy. You would probably be rushing up to Alteration 6, and you would be using these guys as they can bless themselves. They would basically become Nature 9 super combatants. Between Invulnerability, Nature 9, and Soul Vortex, there's just not a whole lot that is going to be able to beat these. And the Soul Vortex deals your damage. You could probably throw something like a Charcoal Shield for fire damage in case somebody sends a bunch of undead at you. There's a few more things you can do, but you'd be more kitting these out probably a little more extensively than I've done here. But it does bear some thinking as to how a Nature 9 Bless could work for this nation. Again, I haven't tried it. It's something I probably will try in the future if I ever end up with a bunch of free time. We're going to go ahead and end this turn now that I've spent forever talking. It's just something that I think bears a little bit of thinking. Your guys do not go down easily, your big sacreds. Going with that Nature 9 and moving into some super combatant type roles might not be the worst idea. You have to carry the two-handed staff is kind of a limiting factor. You can't get the charcoal shield, actually. You would... I'm not sure what item you would put on. I am thinking... Sorry, I'm playing with my beard again. I don't know. I just feel there's an option there if you wanted to try to take the nation in that direction. I'm not sure that it's even possible, but I do think that it bears some looking into. Okay, I never did mention the Living Mercuries. They have multiple forms too. Start out at size 5. Boom, size 4. I mean, these guys are incredibly good. Incredibly good. Scale so well with your buffs. We captured the fortress, and I actually lost a substantial amount of guys, including one of my big guys. We're gonna go ahead and take a quick peek at that. Yeah, I just don't have the front line to sustain a push anymore. And I lost, I think, around 50 in my last fort I took. Got a whole bunch of ethereal right up at the front as well. Going to be a little hard to... Never mind. My magma eruptions take care of that problem. He does have a bunch of water casters somewhere back here, just frozen hearting my guys like crazy. And what was their Freak Lord? Oh, wow. Never ever kit your rainbows out like this if you don't know any better. Don't do it. Rainbows are not designed to do combat, and that's exactly what he's tried to kit this guy out for. Alright, looks like I take the day. Do I win it before most of my guys retreat, though? Doesn't look like it. A message from Lanka, I killed your god. Yeah, well, you shouldn't have attacked me all those turns ago. Misfortune sucks. Good, my Agon actually stopped him. That's very good. Usually these are not very good events for most people, but considering the small use you get out of these gems, I love those type of events here. I've almost thought about taking magic skills with them a couple times. I haven't. I mean luck skills. Gold Crag has been breached. I'm still tearing down that at Satis. So basically I'm just on mop-up duty at this point. I think after I try to close down both these wars, does not really have a whole lot around me. I'd like to maybe try to pop that throne out from under him. But prior to that, I'm going to be trying to pick up this throne and this throne. I imagine one of them is the level 3. Yeah, there it is right there. That's your level 3 throne. You can tell because it's got a, the army appears to be commanded by blah blah blah, Anuyaka of the Sky, who radiates power. It's pretender chases, so they're pretty strong. But pick up that throne, that throne, that throne, and I might be right near the victory condition. I might just be able to scoop this one up from and win the game right there. That is, if these guys do not decide to try to walk up here and take that throne. I'm almost thinking I'm gonna pull up part of my mages here. What do I have left here even? Not a whole hell of a lot. I've got a high death income. And I've got all my skull staffs done. I don't even care if I start running a negative here. I want penumbrals. I want a lot of penumbrals. Along with some recruitment here. Yeah, I think I'm going to go a tier down so I can just get this army rolling again. Lightweight scale mill, not very good, not horrible. Doesn't burn up my encumbrance too badly. A brand. I might be popping out a troglodyte with that shield I picked up earlier and trying to do some light thugging with him. The game's pretty much over at this point. It's almost a waste. I'd probably drop that on him too. I don't exactly need it. 2 strength though. Might give me something to do. Double skull mentors, very, very good. Research bonus 18. I will be throwing those on some researchers inside my capital. And is that... No, it's a flesh eater. I thought that... This is a very good anti-thug, anti-SC weapon. Chest wounds gives +5 encumbrance, and you just start... You have to get a couple chest wounds on him, or one, by striking him with a couple of these guys armed with these. And then you just throw chaff at him, and eventually he's going to fatigue out. Most of them. Not bad. Not really something I can use, though. So we're going to just pop that right there. This guy right here is going to be picking me up a temple. I have as many of those guys research as I can. Alright. And I know I already walked them this direction, but I think I actually want to go take this throne province with them. Not happy to see the long dead mannequins. He's probably tried or is going to try to take this eventually. Makes it a little hard on my guys. I can't soul vortex these little undead and mannequins. Not really an optimal use if he wants to try to take it before I can get it forted. But that is kind of my plan right now. I have actually got the fort ready to go. My guy chose not to cast Darkness, being such a small army there last turn. I do need to get some earth gems, though. He looks like he did feel it was necessary to cast my earth stuff. Alright, Satis is pretty much out of the game. I think rather than take this, I'll come across and take it on his way to his capital. I actually should be putting a couple gems on him. This is not the strongest force if he wants to try to throw everything he's got at it. Site searching is almost kind of useless at this point, but I'm going to keep on keeping on, like Joe Dirt would say. You never know when the game is going to flip on its head and suddenly you needed all those gems that you didn't pick up. Okay, I got my temple here now. Very good. I'm feeling much better about getting temples up. It's till I wipe these guys out and all their candles disappear, it's still going to be looking like I'm getting pushed a little bit. But I'm actually maintaining nicely at this point, and they'll try to spread to these easier provinces, hopefully. And if not, maybe I will. The best use of his time actually might be coming down here with those. Not this turn. I'll probably bring him down when I start building the fort. The Mine Blasters are also not going to do a lot against those little undead and mindless guys, but same thing, we're just going to get temples in. One pretty important thing I feel, you can skip the temples with a lot of nations earlier in the game on your infrastructure. My mages are all priests as well, so I can't skip them. A lot of nations, you can skip these two temples right here if you want. But once you start conquering them, throw these temples down. You want to have as many of their forts templed up as you can when you're about to knock them out, because all their black candles are going to disappear, and you want to scoop up as much dominion there as you can. Did I pick up the throne though? Yep. Alright, I'm 3 of 7 points. I don't have a lab there, so I can't research. Alright, that actually looks like it's it. This ran quite a bit longer than what I thought it was going to. Sorry everybody, but I will see you next time.